What is going on, guys? Anger Collections in the house for another video. All right, so we survived. Definitely TCG player Cyber Weekend sale. As you guys may hear, my voice. My God, man, been very busy. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. I know you guys as well. It's officially done. Today is Tuesday, and a couple of things that I want to make a uh, video about it because I saw a couple of videos, other TCG player sellers as well. Specifically, Kitchen Table TCG. He made a video about lessons learned from this big Cyber Weekend TCG player, right? And I want to kind of like do the same thing because it's important to kind of like evaluate what we learned from this big sale, right? As a if you're a small time seller or a big time seller, I think it's important to learn from this. And so kind of just like what Louis was saying on his videos, right? And it's let me see, what I like about what he said was about the singles versus sealed, right? I was going to put a comment on that video because I feel like as now that he has like a brick and mortar, um, he should have learned, or he should have like thought of that from the beginning, like or he should have like understand that whole concept of singles versus sealed, right? And now that he's just realizing that singles is where it's at, honestly. Like, yeah, what he was saying, that some boxes may be like, Lord of the Rings, it could be like, I'm just talking about Magic, right? Because for the most part, Pokemon was like the biggest seller in all the sellers, right? On that TCG player Cyber Weekend, because if you think about it, those sealed boxes, he was comparing about the overprint era of Magic, the Brothers War, and he had a lot of those boxes, right? And compared to Pokemon, same era, same year, but the value appreciation for those boxes, it's it's not really good, but like I said, that was the overprinting era of Magic, so it did not really help. So I don't know, maybe it will change, hopefully. But he was talking about singles is really where it's at in this reseller, like either you're online only or you have a brick and mortar. I think singles is really where it's at, because he was specifically talking about uh the shipping, the cost of shipping, the labor, the time, the space for all this shit, like the sealed boxes. It really takes a lot, and compared to singles, it's not even close, man. And that's one of the reasons why when I started this business, I didn't really carry a whole lot of sealed product, man. The only sealed product I carried was the one in my collection, the commander decks. And then after all of those were sold, I mean, I didn't really buy any sealed products, man. Like, maybe like some when I buy collections, but that's about it, because the risk, it's all about the what I've been saying, is like the risk, the time, the space. It just does not make sense. Even if you double your money or the box triple, like just holding them, it's not the same as like singles. Yeah, you may have like some Lord of the Rings boxes, but that's like what he was saying, like why sell those product? Like I might just like keep those. Maybe it will keep going up. So that's why I think lesson learned from all this is like singles will always be king uh when you're doing this kind of business. Now, I'm not talking about like holding it, diamond hands, these singles. I'm talking about just the overall operation on TCG, card flipping business, right? I think singles is really where it's at. And he also mentioned about the collection. And I, I think his video is really validating why I started and why I chose this path in doing TCG player. It's because it's all, and that is it. Like just go for collections. You don't need distributors. You don't need to like really dabble a whole lot on sealed product. Just go all in on singles. Really, it's so much more like the profit, the pretty much overall. I think it's a win-win for singles versus sealed. And now I'm only talking about Magic the Gathering. I'm not talking about like Pokemon, because Pokemon is definitely a total different animal when it comes to sealed product. I really wish that Magic has the same kind of like demand, FOMO, and Poke Finance, or like the same thing with Magic, because like Magic's Pokemon sealed is really like the growth on pretty much any product, any set, uh no matter how bad it is. Even like I heard like Shrouded Fable was like one of the worst sets, right? And it was still selling. Like people, like when they see like a freaking 20, 25, $30 ETB of Shrouded Fable, they will buy them up, man, for some reason. Like I don't know, man. Like yeah, Pokemon is definitely a different beast when it comes to sealed. So it was a good video. I want to say like it was a good watch what he experienced with in his business. Like he was talking about like shipping all of those boxes, man, all those boxes lost in profit because it didn't. He was just like keeping those and taking up space. And when he sold all of their product, I mean, it's just like a lot of takes a lot of time, a lot of labor. And he was talking about like what 4 or 5 trips to USPS just to like ship those. So I wish I wish you can kind of like if you're a new TCG player seller, or you're old timer, I'm pretty sure you guys noticed this when singles versus sealed, right? It's much easier if you go the singles route. Now, investment wise, it's totally different. Like all of these that we buy collections, all of these that we like to collect and stuff. It's really different when you're a full-time reseller, because when you buy a collection, you don't really hold them. You really try to like unload them right away. There's no like, oh, this box might go up, I might like hold them or something, like or this card could go up, maybe on a few cards, but nothing really to where like you when you buy a collection, you just hold it. You're here to buy a collection, flip it up, flip it to where like you don't lose money, and that's it. And then you just do it again like 1,000 times. Hello, everyone. I cannot see. What do you mean I cannot see? MDX, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. MD Index. The next step to Black Friday weekend is dealing with lost packages and chargebacks. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think since all the packages have been shipped already, there's going to be expected people will be doing yeah, one of those scams, man. Like, oh, where's my package? PWE doesn't have like tracking, so all of a sudden all of those a dollar order is like going through, but then like the 5, 10, $20, PWEs, I was like, oh, where's my package? I really think that I heard in eBay they have the PWE tracking, so I think they should go that route or pretty soon, right? So I think that it's gonna be a big one for sure. And I also heard from a couple YouTubers that are like selling TCG player, when they canceled their orders because I think before the sale, you can put everything in the cart, and then for some reason the sellers will like list everything. If they have like a hundred boxes of a certain set, they will list all of it, 100 boxes, and not knowing that it's gonna sell out, and probably they don't have that much, and it's gonna either they sold it in like a different website, they sold it locally, so yeah, I mean, canceled orders, it's gonna happen, man. But I think it's a good watch for sure. If you guys haven't seen it, Kitchen Table TCG. And I was gonna put a comment like, bro, I'm really surprised that you just realized that now, like, about the singles versus sealed, right? Because and he was talking about like the collection. He shifted his business to where buying collection is where it's at, man. Like the whole distributor thing, it may not be like a big deal in the long term, especially if Watsi is really making their own Watsi center, like Pokemon Center, right? Um, it's all about just the buying collections. Like, if you have a distributor, you're pretty much locked in. You have to buy all these crap products that doesn't sell. It will stay in the shelf, and yeah, you have to buy these in order to get like the good stuff. So in the long term, it may not be worth it to you know have a distributor. I mean, the only really advantage of opening a gaming store, right? In my opinion, the only really advantage of it is that people will go to your store and sell your cards, sell their cards, and then you get a good margin, a very good margin, and then you can sell the high value cards locally. That's for me. I think that's really it. Because like profit wise, too much, man. That definitely a win-win when you buy a collection locally and then you sell the expensive stuff, even the small cards, locally, because there's a tons of profit. You're not shipping it, you're not paying fees. So yeah, I mean, I think that's really the only advantage. Like, okay, so you have a distributor, you get to buy the sealed product, but in my opinion, the margin is like it's getting really, really tight, like to the point where you just don't want to sell these sealed product online, really. And the thing is, if you don't sell online, you will get stuck with those because not a whole lot of people buying like these like random, like, I don't know, man, like the product that doesn't really sell. So yeah, you get stuck with it. So I don't know, man. I try to include a free item in all my PWE sales. Do give incentive not to scam. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good, man. Like in all of my orders, I usually do the same thing. I mean, not to nothing like crazy, like just like the foil token when you open like collector boxes, something added, right? And the purpose of that is really, like what you're talking about, right? And also it's like a protection for when you ship it. So kind of just like an added bonus, right? So that's really that, man. I think when the sale started Friday, um, I think I realized that I missed out on a lot of sales. Honestly, I totally missed out on a lot of sales. Even though like I think I ended having I want to say 300 plus orders. For the whole entire Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, I think 300 something, 378, I think. So I had 378 orders. Yeah, 378 orders, and that's a lot for one person, man. I don't know what 378 orders, man. Oh my god, man. Like, whew, GG. I mean, you guys can already hear my voice, man. 2 hours of sleep in the past what 2 3 days, just to kind of like keep up on the orders, make sure that I'm listing all the cards back to my inventory so it keeps flowing. Because yeah, it was a very successful weekend, man, for sure. A sig art or something. Oh, there you go. Yeah. I haven't used those art cards, but yeah, definitely those art cards really help because it's kind of cool when they open their order and there's like an extra one. Uh, I I actually get like a lot of messages from buyers saying that, hey, I don't know what card is this, or I don't know if you ship like a wrong item, but there's like two extra cards over here. Just want to make sure that this is for me or this is for something else. So yeah, I was like, yeah, that's actually for you, man. You know, that's like an added, added bonus cards. So, but yeah, so like I was saying, like I actually missed a lot of sales, even though I already have like 340, 370 something orders. um I missed out on the sale because the fact that I started at a zero shipping, kind of like way too greedy on the sales, man, just to have like the numbers, the sale numbers go to like 300 plus. I think if I started if I started my sale at 99 instead of like zero, I think I think it will go down. The order wise, it will go down, but the value will go up, right? And then from there, I can reassess whether I should keep it at 99 or put the brakes and put it up to like 199, which I did because it was so much, man. It was so much. So I think that's like the biggest takeaway on this cyber weekend. I started at zero, and the floodgates was like open with orders, man. It was ridiculous, man. And you'll see the orders that you lose, and then you see the orders that you profited. So I think, and from there, I then the following day I changed it to 99 cents just to kind of put breaks, and the orders will be like balanced. It's not like you're losing on a lot of orders, right? Because you need some of those orders. Like you really can't like say, oh, hey, you customer, order more so I profit in that order. You really can't say that, you know. But right now, what I should have done is started at 99 cents on the shipping, and then from there, if I can deal with it as far as like packing, shipping, all that stuff, and then keep up with the orders, then I could have probably just like stick it with 99 cents. But yeah, I ended up moving it up to like 199, and I must say that people will still like are still like buying at 199 shipping though. And even though that is like up to like really that high, because customers really trying to look for these singles, and you'll see it, man. I got an order. I actually made a short video about it. They're buying like basic lands, like the championship basic lands. We were talking about basic lands yesterday, right? They bought 5 swamp of championship basic land just because I have 5 of them. So they paid 199 shipping and bought those 5 championship land. Oh my god, man! So I think it was a great advantage to put brakes because it was actually real. Even though like I want more orders, it was so relaxing waking up and seeing like 10 orders. I'm like, thank God, got 10 orders. But those 10 orders, like, valued like 150 to $200, man, just on that 10 orders. So it was a big win overall, because when I started at zero, you'll see all the orders like below the shipping. It's like you total loss. And then some orders have like freaking 60 cards on them. I'm like, oh my God, man, I'm never gonna finish this shit, man. So I think that's probably like the biggest takeaway. So yeah, 99 shipping. Like right now, if you go to my store, TCGplayer Anchor Collections, shameless plug, I'm still at 199 because I kid you not, man. People are still buying orders like cards, man, and you see the profit. I'm like, wow, they're buying all these 25 cents, and then they're paying 199 shipping. I was like, man, sign me up, bro. Let's go. Just let's just keep it at 199. But eventually, I'm gonna I'm gonna put it down to back to 99 cents, right? And from there, it's a total reset. Now we're back to normal. I'm not sure if they're gonna do it again, but um, yeah, if next time, probably just gonna stick it to 99 cents shipping. Yeah, because to kind of like just balance it out. I don't know how they did, with other resellers. If what as far as like shipping goes, man, they're crazy if they stick it to like zero, bro. Like, oh my God, I know. Like I said, orders, sales are good. Oh my God, if you're a one-man band like me, my God, man, I at least value the 2 hours of sleep, man. Jeez. Oh my God, man, it's crazy. So I think those are like the lessons learned for sure. But yeah, I kind of got inspired with what Louis from Kitchen Table made a video, because he's a brick and mortar store. Obviously, he's definitely a much bigger operation because he has staff. He has a brick and mortar store. He has a lot of labor costs and all that shit. And yeah, I mean, listening and hearing some of the frustration that he's having with the whole sealed product, with the whole overprinting sets from Magic. Like, it didn't make sense to have sealed product. Like, hopefully moving forward, it changed. But yeah, it just didn't make sense, man. Like, the name of the game is really singles buying collection. So yeah, I mean, that's really that. I really just want to touch base that because sale is done. Today is Tuesday. Now we're gonna move forward, and yeah, I mean, I guess just this last few days, few weeks of 2024. um I think we'll probably save that for another video about like the whole lesson learned from 2024, right? And then moving forward 2025, what is going to be our plan for 2025? um Definitely going to be I want to say a big shift for me. Definitely a big shift. If you guys missed my short video, I made a short video of all 20 cards that I'm sending to GameStop PSA grading. Actually, I can show it now because I already posted that video. So these are the 20 cards I'm sending. Just a couple Pokemon cards. You got the Charizard. You got the Eevee here. There you go. You got the Eevee. This is the promo of Pikachu that you get from I think it's like a chest. So yeah, I mean, it's clean. If it's not clean, or at least have a potential of 9 and 10, I wouldn't grade it. But I mean, it looks good to me. And then all the Marvel cards. Obviously, you got the foil treasure token. Commander's plate, foil. You got the Soul Ring. You got the Iron Man. I don't know when am I going to send this one because, like I said, I will be out for about 2-3 weeks. So I will be definitely trying to at least come up for some videos. So videos will be um, keep on going. So you got Berserk, you got all these Wolverine foil. You got the Arcane Signet. I got the one Arcane Signet here. There you go. And you got the Storm foil. This one, I just bought a collection, right? And then it has this Vagavoth. Look at that, Vagavoth Terror Eater, and this is the what is this? The Edge version, I think. This card is like $100, man, and this card is so powerful, and it looks really clean. So hopefully I get a 10, but I won't be mad if I get like a 9. But really clean though, and really good commander card. So that's the only reason why I'm grading that card. And then this card too. This is a very clean Mana Crypt of mine, the promo version of Mana Crypt. So I know this is banned, but I think this is special to grade because it's kind of like one of those unique cards that you can only get on a certain set or a certain product. So that's why I'm grading this one. I'm not sure the value of this in a PSA 10 though. I think it's like over 300, I think. So I'm grading that one. If it's not clean, obviously I'm not gonna grade it, but I think it has the potential to get at least a 9, at least a 9 on this. But hopefully 10, all of these. You got my childhood card, Miraculous of Keld. I talked about this, Demonic Tutor, revised. It's so clean from the collection that I purchased. I'm like, holy moly, this definitely needs to be graded. So we got that Demonic Tutor. I know it's playable in Commander, but being a clean revised definitely needs to be graded, man. And then I got like 3 the One Ring over here. Everyone's for some reason selling all these the One Ring, man, and all of them are clean. Very iconic, very what you call this? If you're a Lord of the Rings fan, you know the One Ring. So that's why I'm grading 3 of them, and it looks really clean. Yeah, it looks really clean. So it has a potential on getting a 9, at least 9, and hopefully a 10. So in all of this, so I think I'm gonna send this. I want to say either this weekend or next weekend, so that it will give me enough time to, because they told me that once they receive the order, have it graded, and they get it back, I only have 2 weeks, 2 weeks to claim or to get the orders. And I want to be there when I get that email. I don't want to be like, overseas, like, overseas, not in America, when they told me, oh, it's ready for pickup. So I want to be there. So yeah, like I said, I will be out for about 2-3 weeks. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be shutting off my TCG player. I will be. I wanna make like I want to say like at least videos per day, probably recorded ones. And if my internet works, I may like go live. I may go live. I don't know. We'll see. But I want to keep the videos coming. I don't want to stop like these daily videos, right? So at least, even though that it may not be live, it's gonna be at least a recorded video. And over there where I'm going, it's like an opposite. So if today is, or I mean, if right now is 10:30 in the morning, over there is 10:30 at night. So I may shift my time if I go live in case. So yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, if you guys are enjoying these videos, man, I really appreciate you liking these videos. Yeah, subscribing to the channel. It's slowly growing. I really appreciate to all the people that's leaving the comments and staying and listening to these live stream, having a nice conversation with me. So that's really that. I really want to just have a quick break and talk with you guys this morning. So yeah, that's gonna be it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing. Hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of the videos. This is just a quick one. Uh, it's like 30 minutes, right? But I really wanna finish a couple of the orders that came in for Monday, Tuesday, which is like the towards the end of the Cyber Monday, right? So I still have the orders that came in Tuesday morning. So I want to finish that, and then we'll save more conversation for tomorrow. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Anger out, boys. Peace.